Hello. So, I'm not sure who is in here. Uh, Whatever. I'm just gonna jump right into this. Um, if you didn't make it, if you're catching the replay, thank you for catching the replay. I already done took my bath. Thank God I did that as soon as I clocked out. And we are here still with the little afro or whatever. But it's giving, it's giving, it's giving. It's definitely giving. Okay. Hey, Josephine. Hey, Harrison. You new. Good morning. You must be from overseas. It's morning over there, huh? Where you from? But I'm going to jump right on in here. Uh, I do want to let people know that y'all know I be going off of uh, mostly my experiences, right? And I don't have on any makeup, and it's giving. So where is Miss Risa last night who told me to stay natural? Whoever I posted earlier, are you here? Is my natural look giving? Is it giving all that she has to give? But anyway, I named my video parenting. Is it hard or is it easy? Um, I'm gonna just jump right on in here. Thank you. I'm reading y'all comments from here because they fade away on here. I need to prop it up somewhere. Marilyn, hello. Sweet tea, thank you. Appreciate it, Harrison. So, um, I just wanted to talk about myself and my situations and what I done seen coming up, right? Um, so me coming up, I witnessed um, parents that can be still searching for themselves or not fully developed in life. And then, they had the kids early. And then here we are, you know, you stuck with these kids, you got to raise them. For the people that's just coming in here, I'm talking about my life, my family members. Yeah. And so, growing up for me, um, so my mom, she was raised by her aunts and her daddy and her daddy and them side of the people, because unfortunately my biological grandma passed away and when my mama was 9, and so she never got to really experience growing up under her mama wings. But my aunt, who I call my grandma because that's the only grandma that I know, I never met, of course, my biological grandma. My biological grandma raised my mom as if she were her own. So that was my biological grandma's sister, who I call my grandma, but she really my aunt. Um, so I can't say that my mama didn't grow up with a motherly love. Because like I said, my mama was 9. Hey, Miss Ruth. Hey, Miss Bridget. Hey, Reed Reacts. Reed Reacts. That sounds like somebody else's name. But hello. I can't say that she grew up um, motherless. I can't say that because I love my grandma to death. You know what I'm saying? And she loved my mama to death. They look alike. And it's crazy because she did not birth my mama. But my mama don't look nothing like her biological mama. She looked just like the lady I call my grandma. Like she had her. And it's crazy. And the lady I call my grandma, or I'm gonna just say that's my grandma, her kids and my mama look like they really is blood sisters. Like she got the complexion, all of that. So um, this is how I found out that she wasn't really my real grandma. I was always so, y'all know my scalp dry, so don't be coming for me. Hey April Lee, we was moving. We had moved to North Charlotte. That's the north side of Charlotte or whatever. And I was in, I think I was in the 5th grade, and we was moving, and my mama's best friend came over there, Miss Angie. And I was in my room being nosy. Well, they was talking loud enough, so I wouldn't consider it me being nosy. And I heard my grandma telling my mama best friend, because she had never met her before, and she was like, no, she did meet her before, but she was just, I don't know what my grandma felt the need to tell her. She was like, yeah, I'm not Keisha real mama, but I raised her since my sister died. I was eavesdropping, but I remember that day because I was so shocked. Oh, you just changed your name. Okay. And I was like, what? I was kind of shocked. Even though I was a kid, I was like, so that ain't. I might have to turn this fan down because y'all, I think my toothache is coming in and I need a root canal. But the way that the root is, the is it's a dangerous attempt because the nerve is like curved around something and the infection keep, anyway. So that's annoying. So I might have to cut that fan down because I feel that cold air coming in here. And I woke up with my teeth hurting. I grind my teeth in my sleep, so that's why. I don't know why I do that. But back to that. And so going forward, I always knew, like, lady, you're not my real grandma, but she act like she's my grandma. Like I don't know no other grandma than her. Um, but she loved my mom to death. To this day, my mama, be like, I went to my mama house, or I'm going to check on mama, and she acts like that's her mama, because I ain't gonna say that's the only mama she know, because she did have a mama before she passed, but to being raised up, that's the only woman she could call mom. And to be honest, my mama told me stories about her, um the sisters and everybody being like over. So it's three of them. It's my mom, my uncle, and my aunt Shaky. All of them got the same mama, different daddy. My uncle and my mama got the same daddy, but my aunt Shaky got a different daddy. And my mom used to tell me stories how she was always a different child, and she was born with a veil over her face, and how she was different, and she always knew stuff, and um, she was just different. And they used to pick on her for that, and you used to be mean to her, be hateful to her. And they used to always make jokes about her and tell her how she ain't had no mama, and um, just being mean to her. And especially her mom, her biological mom, family, they were being mean to her because she was the lightest one. But she took that out the my other side of the family. And no matter what, they were so mean to her, and she still has a good relationship with my grandma, right? But let's fast forward, okay? So you got my mom, who was raised, I want to say fairly decent, but it was some issues there with having to always fight your brothers and sisters, and being the one who didn't really get a lot of attention from everybody else, always frowned upon. Okay, so then there is me and my mom's relationship. Ooh, y'all want to hit it, don't you? Mm-hmm. Um, Believe it or not, I love my mom to death. Um, my mama is an Aries. And I'm about to be honest. Y'all know I can only tell the truth. So, uh, let's jump into it. I'm an Aquarius. Everybody know that Aries are very strong-minded people. They're going to always say what they want to say. I always feel like they're going to do what they want to do. And so do us. So do I feel like that too. I am my mama's only girl out of 3 kids. I got an older brother. He just turned 35 or 36. I'm right behind him. And then I have a younger brother he'll be 27 in September. I'm the only girl. My oldest brother, he was always the favorite. He was always the favorite until he started running the streets. At 14, him and my brother was the baddest kids. Like, mama said I was the baddest. But anyway, we're going to get into that. And me as a kid, I got so many my mama constantly reminds me of how I was and the things I did as a kid. Okay? I got a picture. I want to show y'all this little picture of me. I think I showed y'all. Excuse me, sir. Can you go grab that picture of me right there by the front door? Both of them. The one that's down by the TV, too. Now, y'all not finna talk about my picture because I was very ugly as a kid and was ugly. Looked like, ooh. I'm finna show y'all. Hey, Ange. I was hurt looking, honey. The glow up was definitely serious. The other one is by the love thing, by my cards. Yes, it is. You gotta go look. I promise it's there. Ooh, this picture might scare y'all. Okay, this one, y'all. Girl, I still got these big old buck teeth, though. I'm waiting till he bring the other picture. Hello. I need to get a smaller frame for this. It's on the LOVE little thing, but by the Saint, by my Christmas cards. Ain't no picture up there. You don't see it. Oh, thank you very much. Pull that stream for me. That's too the last one. You so ready to get back on the phone with that little girl? She gonna be there. Well, bye. And pull my door up. Thank you very much. Okay, so this was, I think I was 5. No, I wasn't. I don't know how old I was on this picture. Can y'all see? Try to hold it close as possible. Hold on. I was on my bike. I been thick. You see her with my little clackers on, my little Mexican shoes, and my little long ponytails. I wish I could show it a different way, but I think I was 7 or 6 or 7 on that picture. And here go the ugly one, child. Ooh, look, y'all. I look like hot damn. I was funny looking. Look at the ears, baby. My ear, ooh, child. But here we are. Okay. So I put those pictures up there to ask y'all, did I look like I was bad? Because what I'm about to tell y'all not gonna believe. Some of y'all might, but do I look like I was bad? Okay. So my mama would tell me all the time, and one thing I do like about my mama now, because our relationship had to grow. And if y'all have been paying attention to my previous videos, y'all will understand why. But we're going to get into it because I really want y'all to understand why I titled this video like this. And I'm going to ease into it because y'all always know I deliver. So just hold on. Mom saying we be sitting around having like flashback conversations about her and my uncle and my auntie, and they used to talk about how like the people they used to run with and things they used to do back in the day, and then they bring up how we used to be as kids. Oh, I don't got my baby picture in here. Oh, I had the baby picture up on my little video when I did like I don't look like what I've been through. My mama said, yeah, you were bad. You was the baddest child I had. I was like, no, I was not. Hey, lovely. I was like, that's my brother's name. I was like, he used to try to fight you and run the streets, and he was hard-headed. I remember you had to jump on him and beat him with the broomstick, and he tried you one day, and he was never grateful for his Christmas stuff. See, I was the one that I was like the tough kid, like the tough guy. I used to sneak and open my presents. You know how you can peel a little piece off a corner to try to see and try to get a feel of what it was and try to put it back and tuck it back up in there. And I used to, that's when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. when I met my mama and my her neighbor was downstairs wrapping gifts one time. And I wanted to see, I wanted to know what they was down there doing because they be like, go upstairs and don't come down here. So um, I eased down the stairs with me and my little brother. And I eased down the stairs one night and I peeked around the corner. And my mom knew what I was doing, but she was like, oh, well, they want to see, they want to see. But I seen a Buzz Lightyear on the table, the action figure, it was about that big. I was like, ooh, Pooh, you got a Buzz Lightyear, da, da, da. Being managed. And so I do remember as a kid, my oldest brother was never grateful for nothing. He used to beat me up. Me and him used to fight. I'm talking about that's why I'm grateful for that because he made me tough, like I am. He used to beat me up. I'm talking about we used to wrestle. He used to do all kind of wrestling moves on me because WWE was out then. He used to put me in the thing where you put somebody in between your legs and you drop down with their shoulders up on your legs and he used to take my arms and flip them and one night he broke my arm where he fractured it. And my mom jumped on him bad, honey, because she told him about messing with me. And so after that, oh, he did that to me because I punched him in his lip because we were wrestling. I was never scared of my brother. And it was fun to me. I liked to roughhouse. And I started fighting him back because I got tired of him. So he started, like drawing blood from me, busting my lip, busting my nose, you know. And then my little brother, he had my little brother had he, what you consider, well, I wouldn't call it anything being wrong with my little brother. Because I'm going to explain that. And I'm going to bring him, we're going to have a conversation. He was diagnosed with a learning disability, right? Which I think is completely bullcrap. My little brother had graduated high school with no problem. He is a very polite young man. When I tell y'all, he will quote anything out that Bible, honey, and he know any old Motown or any old 60s and 50s and 70s, that old music. He got an old soul. And he can literally sit here and have a conversation with you about politics and all kind of just life lessons, and he can read body language, and he doesn't I don't categorize him. I won't label him with having anything wrong with him. I mean, I'm being always with not when he was a child, definitely. He had like a speech impediment. He really couldn't talk that good. And I was the only one who could always interpret what he wanted, knew what he needed, and what he was trying to do, what he was trying to say. So I was always the go-to person. When my mama couldn't understand him, she was like, what he want? What is he talking about? Then I used to always have to deal with him because he was always get frustrated and want to fight and strike out and want to fight people. So, but as far as my mom, she said I was a bad kid, baddest kid, because at first, how I got my nickname Maggie was I was too quiet. My mom said she thought something was wrong with me. She said she started to think I was deaf because I would never cry, and I would just sit and stare at people and suck on my pacifier. And she said I used to suck on it so hard. Y'all know Maggie Simpson after show The Simpsons, how she just suck her pacifier. So that's how I got my nickname, Maggie Dooley. Which I think it is so cute. Thank you, Miss Wanda. So she was like, yeah, I thought something was wrong with you, but she was like, you just always was just looking. You just always just looking. And she said, you walked early and you started talking, but you never cried. And so I now understand why I was like that. Amen. Hallelujah. I feel like my chair going down. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it wasn't going down. And so she was like, whenever I had my Aunt Betty, God rest her soul, but she was one of my cousin aunts. She used to like to drink, and she didn't give a dang what nobody said. She used to beat her boyfriend up all the time. She was one of my wild, crazy aunts, one of many. So every time Aunt Betty, she used to always want to watch me. And she was cussing up Storm. I don't remember much of my childhood. I really don't. Not under not under like 8 years old. I don't remember nothing. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I be gassy when I come on here. I just burp, and at least I ain't farting. Okay, let's keep going. So she said, my mama said, yeah, when we was all sitting around talking, she like, you was my baddest child. You used to cuss. Oh, you used to cuss up a storm. He said, every time you used to come from Betty house, you used to be saying, goddamn, motherfucker, and all that. Excuse my language, y'all, but this what my mom said. Hold on. Y'all know Mentos hard. I'm addicted. I ain't have them. That's so good. Okay, so boom. So she said, I used to, when the boys in the neighborhood used to try to fight my brother. Now, my brother used to always want to fight me, right? But he wasn't as aggressive with fighting the people in the neighborhood. Every time my brother used to always get in a fight. And I seen it. I would always grab a big stick and go run up to whoever he was trying to fight, and I would try to fight for my brother. This is my oldest brother. So one day, we was kids. This is I'm talking about the time that my mama be sitting around telling stories about us. She said one day when we was, I had to be like 7, 8, probably 9. Man, I told y'all my little brother was, when he was younger, people couldn't understand him, and he had a lot of anger issues. Me and my little brother was outside playing. It was some bad kids in the neighborhood, and we was living there in housing. We was in housing, and not saying that everybody that live in housing or live in projects got to be ghetto or got to be a certain way. These group of kids were bad. They were bad. It was the cousin. I mean, it was the candy lady's son and daughter. I was cool with them. Still cool with the dude today, but his sister died. But their cousins were bad, and they used to come over there. They used to try to fight me, but this day they hit my brother upside the head and gave him a big knot. I remember this day like yesterday. When they hit my brother in the head with that rock, I told them, okay, I got something for you. I ran down that hill, went to my mama's house. Her and my aunt was sitting on the couch. I went in my mama's closet. She had a closet by the front door where she used to keep a broken bedpost off my old canopy bed, a piece of plywood, a hammer, and something else. I went in that closet and got that hammer. Cause my mama, when my mama seen me reach that hammer, she said, where you going? I said, they out here messing with my brother. Hey, getting a whole hammer for some kids. All I knew was to take up for my brothers. I don't care how much we used to fight. All I knew was like, I was like the protector. I always been like that. Honey, when my mom and my aunt be talking about that story today, they said, I never forget. She said, niece, you come to that door and you grab that hammer. You grabbed it so slick and tried to ease out the door with it. Honey, she said, when we came out there and see what you were doing, she was like, you held that hammer up and said, I'm tired of messing with my brother. I'm finna go get them. Just acting crazy. And then coming up, okay, so let's fast forward. So coming up, I remember my mama being in the mirror. At the time, she would go visit my oldest brother's dad in jail. He got locked up and did a lot of fed time because he was pushing a lot of weight. My mama is so pretty to me, y'all. She's a pretty light-skinned lady. Had, long hair. My mom used to always wear them finger waves. Y'all know she used to have the little scrunchies right here. We talking about what year? The early 1990s. When y'all used to have the little scrunchies up there, they used to be so little. And then the finger waves in the middle, or the little French bun with them little gold things y'all used to put in there. Honey, and my mom used to wear those sweatsuits. What kind of material was that? But don't nobody wear them no more. Honey, she used to have a sweatsuit, and they had the little gold little stones in there. I know somebody know what I'm talking about. And she used to put on this red lipstick or some gold lipstick. Oh, and then the back of the finger wave, it used to be slick right here, and then the back used to be flipped up like that. Child, my mom stayed fly. And I always used to sit there, and when she stood in the mirror, and she used to keep her hair and nails done. And mom always kept us dressed. We always had name brand stuff. My childhood was fun for the most part that I can remember. Yeah, probably Miss Ruth. And well, it was, yeah, I think that's the material that you rub on it and it look ashy or turn white when you rub on it. You know what I'm talking about. And I used to be like, "Ooh, Ma, you look so pretty." She used to put her makeup on and stuff like that. And then once that's why you grind your teeth now. What, because of the gum? Yeah, I had to get gum because it's soothing to that tooth. If that's what you mean. And she we know eventually, we end up moving from there. And then when we moved into this house, which is the house that I told y'all that my grandma told my mama friend that she wasn't really my grandma. My mama had met this new guy, and I did not like him. My mama had got a new. My mama always kept her car. She always kept her car. We had several cars as a kid. We had some Pintos. We had a station wagon she bought from this old white lady. That car stank so bad, it smelled like old people and mildew. But it ran good, I guess. My mom used to have the Honda Accord when the headlights flip up like that. And what else she had? She had a little Pinto with some little green, little dune buggy looking cars. And we drove that little hoop all the way up to New York when she used to go up there to see her godmama in New York. Honey, we used to pile up and go in that little dune, little Pinto. But when we moved, my mama upgraded her car. She had a new job. We moved to North Charlotte. And she met this dude. I just seen a lot of arguing. And I got to be honest, even though it's like she upgraded, she downgraded at the same time because she was on her stuff. Never seen nobody or no man actually live with us like that who my mama had to depend on. And I think that is when, due to that, that's when the disconnection took place. I've never heard stories about my mom being messed with or nothing like that. And I just feel like there was just a disconnection from at that time, like coming up, my mama and her sisters barely got along. Like even though they used to hang out and drink together and stuff like that, but they still used to fight bad. It was just, you know, it was just egos. Now that I look back at it, it's really like an ego thing because they nothing like that today. And I think because of the bad relationships, which is normal for a young woman with 3 kids and just needing something to claim or feel good about, which is normal, you know, constantly letting her down. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you still got to raise your children and be that mom, but you also got your personal life. And I only have one child. So I could never imagine going through my own personal issues and still having to manage certain things. I don't know. But what I saw was my mom was very strong. The disconnection came where we started having to do a lot of moving around. Started having to do a lot of moving around. The disconnection came when my little brother got older. I feel like I became more responsible for him because his anger issue, he was just always real frustrated. And I was the only one that really understood or could calm him down. So this is what happened. This is what really started the, I would say it was me. I would say it was me because I was real mean towards any man that I saw her with. Because if I seen them arguing, I felt some type of way. Because I'm like, why is you having to argue with him? Why is you having to go upside his head? You trying my mama, bruh. Like, I feel like you trying to hurt her. What is you doing? So me as a child watching this, I'm going to be feeling some type of way because this is my mom. That's all I know. I don't care if you knew her before I was born. Why is you not? Some days I see smiling and laughter. We do things together, but on other days, what's up with this? You out here scuffling. What we doing? So this one particular day, I'm in middle school now. I think this was like eighth, seventh grade, and this is a long time friend of hers, and he know him since I was two. Since I was two, I did not like him. I don't know why I didn't like him. At the moment, I believed that it was just because whenever I seen them fall out, that's when I became feeling hate towards him. But this one particular incident, they fell out. All I know is we was in the house. It was me, my oldest brother, and my little brother. My mama and her friend was out, and they came back in. I think they went on a date. My mama came in the house rushing and fussing and cussing. Honey, she went to the kitchen, and she said, I'm sick of this mother. She came out the kitchen with a knife. And he came in the door. She said, didn't I tell you not to come to my house? And she dang near cut his pinky off. So when the neighbors came over there, she was like, no, he slapped me because she must have seen something or heard something she didn't like. But prior to them getting to the apartment, I don't know. But I know when she jabbed him with that knife, I seen his hand when she cut it to the bone. And he left. And, I just went upstairs, but, you can hear everything when grown people talking and stuff. And it was just like, my mom was getting tired of him, basically. So, like, a couple weeks passed, he came back. They got into it again. And my brother didn't really get into it the first time. But this time, we all jumped him. We jumped him because we was in the room watching TV. I heard this loud boom. My brother was downstairs washing dishes. I heard this loud boom. Our rooms right beside each other. And then I heard the door, like somebody trying to get the door open. And then I heard my mama say, move, B. And then I heard her say, how you hear somebody say, oh, like somebody, y'all. I jumped up so fast and I banged on her door. I said, open this door. He opened the door with his shirt on. And my mama sitting there, his nose leaking. And my mama is really light-skinned, y'all. I'm talking about light like this. And I just see a bruise. So I said, oh, my brother ran up the stairs. He pulled up his pants. He's a teenager. I think my brother was like 15, 14. He was like, bro, I know you never hit my mama. Child, he got in my brother's face. And I said, I know you're not in my brother. Honey, I told my little brother, I said, you sit in there. So him and my brother was face to face finna tussle. So they started fighting in the hallway. So I'm my little old self. I'm punching. And then they fighting. Then you got my mama grab him. Him and my brother locked up. They end up in the bathroom, y'all. Honey, they fell over in the tub. My brother had a hammer. And he was swinging the hammer. This was just crazy. But I don't mind talking about it. I'm not the only one who went through stuff like this. But we're going to get to the topic of the title of the video. Okay. So after that, he was gone. My mama didn't see him till it was like years later. It had to be like 3 years later. No lie. It was like 3 years later. She had another little friend. We moved into this house. And that new friend, I did not like him. He was very arrogant. He just wasn't for her. And I just was like, when is mama gonna meet nice people? She always, upbeat and nice and people love to be around her. But it's like, how people mood change when they upset. You can see it on their face. My mom wear her face. I wear my face expression like she do. We can't hide them. So, that's when the disconnect came. Me and my brother started fighting more because that's what we saw. Like we started fighting like two men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we became prone to until my mama stopped. She was by herself for a while. We moved to the disconnection between me and my mama happened Yep, it was 14, and when we moved, um, my little brother got mad at me because we was at the swimming pool one day, and he was frustrated. Like I said, y'all, he had a temper problem, and he cussed at me. He was like, "Bitch, I ain't ready to get out the MF pool," and I got frustrated with him. And I went, and when we got home, I had cussed at him. My mom was in the kitchen drinking her some Miller. That was my mom used to drink. She was drinking her some Millers, and she was frying some fish and listening to Lauryn Hill or Jaheim, one of them. And I was frustrated. I was like, I'm sick. No, he ran in the house before me. He was like, I'm telling mama. And I came in the door. I was like, I'm sick of him. He up there cussing and all this at the pool. She was like, no. He said you cussed at him. My mama always said I was her meanest child. She already said that. So she always was on me, but I was the only girl. And I feel like that's why she was always on me the way that she was. And I did have a smart mouth as a kid. Everybody told me that. I guess it was true. So this day I got so aggravated. I'm smelling myself. I'm a teenager. These start forming. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, I'm sick of this and slammed her door. Now, y'all, when I slammed that door, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ran down them stairs. We was on the second floor. I ran down them stairs so fast because I knew she was finna come behind me. I turned around and looked back. She would chase me up the hill because we stayed right by my cousin. I ran straight towards my cousin's house. I looked back. She was gaining on me. I didn't know she knew how to run that fast. Honey, I was running for my dear life. Because, bro, I already knew she was finna tear me up. Hey, Kivia. So I made it to my cousin's house. They were finna leave and go somewhere. They all on the porch. And I was like, excuse me, cuz. She was like, what's wrong? I was like, my mom trying to get me. I ran in the bathroom and locked the door. Hey, Shamika. And my mama, she was like, open that motherfucking door. She said, you think you grown? You're not finna talk to me any kind of way? And I ain't open the door for her. But when I opened the door, I got a 4-piece. Doop, 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 dap me up. I ain't even trying to fight back. I was trying to get out there. I was trying to cut through and get out the bathroom. So I ran up the stairs and ran into one of my cousin's room. And she was at the bottom of the stairs. She said, no, you want to be grown? I'm going to show you how to be grown. So I'll never forget that day. Shortly after that, we moved to Atlanta. And that's when everything went, crazy. Um, I was confused. When we moved out of town, I felt like we was away from family and we was in a foreign place, didn't know nobody. I met a new high school. I wasn't feeling it. And that's when I gave my mama the hardest time. I was mean, hard-headed, antisocial. I was just over it. Because I'm like, why would you take us away from our family? And so I ended up going back home, but my mom ended up staying down there for 7 years. When she went down there when we was 14, she stayed down there for 7 years. That is when the big disconnection happened. Do y'all follow me? Y'all follow me? So I was forced to raise myself. I am grateful to say that I was never messed with or nothing like that when I was a kid. But I say that to say this, and I'm now today here with my child. So the title of my video is parenting hard or easy. I feel like it was hard. It became hard on my mom when she started going through her own little stuff in life, but she was still trying to. But the point is, kids can make stuff hard, for us sometimes. Um, and that's something I can really get, dig deep into. But if you following me, if you have a brain, if you can use it, you can think, you'll get what I'm saying. Because some people be on here be acting delayed. Now, they don't be acting, they really be delayed. And I be trying to be nice and spare them, but yeah. But it's just like, it depends. Now, because my mama had a rough upbringing as far as being mistreated with her family members and finding out that her, about the truth about her real mom and stuff like that. She was a perfect mama to me. And I hate that I was, kind of like the problem child for her, me and my older brother, to be honest, because he was out here he just, wanted to grow up at the age 14. He just doing what he wanted to do. And then she had to go upside his head several times when he used to come back home and think he was going to man up and try her. Because she used to tear him up. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared of my mama now. I'm still scared of her for real, though, for real. Because I know I can't, I would never. I mean, I tried my mama that one time. And that one time I tried her when I ran, when she did me. Man, I ain't never tried, man, what? Now, I might tell her how I feel now because I'm older. But I know my limit. I know my limit because she will check me, honey, about my stuff. She will check me. Yeah, I don't play them kind of games. But parenting is not easy. But I think we are, how can I say this? I came on here knowing what I wanted to say. I got frustrated with my mama because I felt like she chose to be where she was and we weren't together for that span of time, which is why I had free will to do what I wanted, which was get pregnant and just be doing whatever I wanted to do. Ended up in that domestic violence relationship because I didn't have her around like I was used to tell me, because phone calls wasn't doing it. Wasn't that many I didn't do all that visiting. We were just, I'm 32, Sim or Kim, I'm not sure. But it's like I held a grudge for that. But even though she usually, say she used to make trips back up here, but it wasn't frequent enough for me. And everybody was like, well, you can go down there. I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to do that. So it was a rough patch for me, but I can't blame her for that because the love is still there. I was raised right. I was raised right. It was just life happens, you know? And sometimes when people not really fulfilled in themselves, it be hard to try to become a parent. Like you trying to learn yourself, or you got stuff going on, and no matter what, you supposed to put your kids first. But sometimes when you be caught up in different stuff, it's like you trying to do everything and you just can't succeed, or you gonna half-ass something. It ain't gonna be perfect. So with me, we jumping on me now. Earlier today, I heard my neighbor fussing with her kids, right? And y'all in college, show my feed. I almost told you something. Um, all I heard was, and she was very loud. It was quiet, just like it is right now. And I just heard some stomping, and then I heard somebody crying. So I guess she knocked the heck out of her daughter or something. And she was like, I'm so sick and tired of you always walk around here with attitude. You don't never like to speak to nobody. Every time I ask you to do something, you act like it's a problem. Since you want to be grown, you get out of my house. So I went to go look outside. I was being real nosy this morning. Because you know why? Because I was like, how she gonna tell her to get out when she don't tell that lazy sorry nigga to get out? Because when I mean sorry, they sit there and leave their trash on their porch for 3 or 4 days. And he will walk past it every day. He don't go to work. I don't think he bathe. And it's getting very much sorry. Yes, I just judged somebody. Oh my God, I'm going to hell. But I was at my door because I really wanted to see if she was going to put that baby out. So she came to the door and opened the door. And the bitch, I guess she made her go halfway down the stairs. And the little girl was crying. So I stood right there because I was going to see if she was going to come downstairs. Because I was going to just tell her to come in for a minute and get out the cold. But she was crying. She was like, you see what happens when you act like you don't know your place? You're not acting like a kid. You don't, you can't be here trying to have attitudes and be mean. And you think you can, no, the point is she was trying to tell you think you can go take care of yourself. Gone out there. So she never came down the stairs because she was like, get in here and act like a child. Okay, y'all. So I'm using this example right here, right? Now, y'all know I be coming on here talking about my neighbors. These are the same people that I be talking about all the time. They be aggravating and they be doing the most. She be arguing with her boyfriend all the time, talking about he need to get a job. She's sick of him being lazy. So if the daughter is walking around giving attitude and not all together, why do you think that is so? Because of that negative energy, it affect everybody. That affect everybody. So if that baby girl is feeling like I know her say, you don't even speak to him. If she hear you in here calling him a sorry nigga, what you think? I wouldn't want to speak to his bum ass neither. I'm sorry. That's just the way that it went with me. When I used to see my mom fall out with her guy friends, and then they were so jealous because my mom is very pretty and she always kept herself dressing nice. It was like they had ego problems. Or when my mom and her friends used to fall out, they used to be like, well, why was he all up in your face at the grocery store? Like, it wasn't her. It wasn't her. It was them being childish. She ran into a lot of childish men who was still sucking on titty milk, who still needed titty milk to survive in these streets. And they didn't know how to be with a real woman. So they was intimidated and always want to pick. Can't stand that. But anyway, um, and so when they was upstairs, so she was still yelling because I was laying in my bed before it was time for me to get up and clock in, and I heard that whole conversation. She was like, "So what is wrong with you? Tell me what's wrong with you. I need to know why you're always mad. You're always walking around with attitude. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's the problem." So I was like, "Oh, so she got a little sense. She got enough sense to like talk to a child and act like she know. Like, okay." I said, "Well, at least she trying to ask her what's wrong." So I guess the little girl kept saying she don't know. She was like, "What do you mean you don't know? I cannot help you if you're not talking, if you're not telling me what's wrong. What is the problem? What is wrong with you?" She was like, I'm trying to help you. This is never going to be resolved." I said, "Well, I be damn." She got a little bit of sense. Just a little bit. Because ain't no way that motherfucker be sitting there living off me, honey. And he done took my rent money and buying cars, and then you got to cuss him out every other day because he won't get up and take trash out and won't bathe and do nothing. But anyway. And so I guess that finally died down or whatever. But that's been on my mind all day. Because I was just thinking like that made me change my perception of her. Because at first, because I heard her, I be hearing her whoop them kids. And I thought about it. I said, I used to be that same little girl, giving my mom a hard time. And then when she said earlier too, she said, "I'm the only one that takes care of you. Ain't nobody else gonna do what I do. Ain't nobody else gonna take care of you. And all I ask you to do is do woot woot." And I kind of felt sorry for the mama because I'm like, dang, my son done tried me like that before too. So I automatically didn't feel sorry for the little girl no more. I felt sorry for the mama because I'm like, come think about it. It be tough some days. As a parent, when you got a chap that want to be hard-headed, that they know everything, that they could tell you like they done been here before, that they done already been through life and lived life, want to be smart-mouthed, don't want to halfway clean up. Yeah, you love them, and they be good kids, good grades, well-mannered, but it should be programmed. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do. I shouldn't have to keep asking you to do nothing. Because my mom didn't play that with us. But one thing I can say, my mama always knew when we did something wrong. We ain't had no business. So the thing where people feel like I'm not trying to include that into my stuff, but my normality as a kid was we used to be outside playing or in the house playing the game, or we all used to go play tag, hide and go seek, swinging out for trees, racing each other, riding bikes. I used to play basketball as a kid. You won't believe it now? Not with all that, but I did. And I did used to hear the stories of people playing hide go get it. A lot of my cousins used to do that. Used to go try to. I ain't never like to play that stuff. I was a tomboy, y'all. Maybe I was gay then and didn't know. I don't know. But anyway, they used to play that, and I used to see them. I y'all. I used to just look at it as weird. Why y'all running and rubbing and grabbing each other, but it used to be more of a grab thing. It never really was no hunching. They used to want to grab your tit and grab your boob and grab your crotch just to rub. That's what I used to see my cousins and my friends doing. And when they used to play hide go seek or hide go get it or whatever, or play house. And I used to be nosy. I was real nosy as a kid. And when they used to be like, let's play house, and I'd be like, what you talking about? So they would get up on the fort, put the sheet and doing sleepovers. And they be wanting to rub. When I tell you I was always the odd, the black, the one that looked at everything weird, I promise you. I didn't ever get none of that stuff. Like, I didn't ever care to do that stuff. And it don't matter who did. Some kids do and some kids don't. Does that mean that people not being supervised? Does that mean that they're not being watched? Does that mean that they're not being taken care of? Does that mean that they have their own mind? Does that mean that they don't seen it? Where did they learn it from? The children learned it from seeing it. We kids, how we know about that? I'm just saying. I'm talking about my childhood, what I used to see. I mean, because it need to be talked about. So these questions that I'm asking, think about it. I mean, maybe it was on a movie. Maybe they didn't see it in their house. Maybe they was watching one of the movies and they seen something. Martin was out back then. Him and Jenny used to kiss, slap each other down and stuff. Maybe they seen on that. They wanted to copy what they see on TV. Maybe they seen it in the house. How the hell we supposed to know? I don't know, but I know I used to see my friends and my cousins do that stuff. I used to go tell. Not me being a snitch as a kid. I did used to go tell on them. I used to like to see people get whoopings. I used to think that was funny. Y'all, they say I was real bad as a kid. And that's probably why it grew up with it stuck with me in my adult life, because all I used to see was fighting. If y'all go and look at my story times, I had toxic relationship. I used to want to get my lick in too. But I had to grow out of that. Like, I really did. And we're going to talk about that too. So let's talk about my son. So we done jumped off of me. Let's talk about my son. I know he probably not listening, nosy. Better get ready to go to schoolhouse in the morning. Oh, it ain't number 8 o'clock. I'm gonna say hey to y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hey everybody. Hey Eldra. Hey Lorraine. Seeing it, other friends talking about parents. Baby girl. Okay. So one day, I told my son, I think I asked him, because I always ask him, I was like, make sure you wash your hands and use the bathroom. And I think he said, I didn't think that I heard him wash his hands. And I said, did you wash your hands? He said something, like how you know I didn't or something. And we was standing in the kitchen. Yep, they used to call the house. And he said, I said, what you say? Because I know he was lying. And my son at the age, when he like to have the last word, or he like to give his opinion. And that's totally fine. I don't want my child to not be like that. Because I couldn't get my opinion and stuff in my mom's house. No, I couldn't. It was, and we used to do Bible study. Believe it or not, my mom used to make us do Bible study. She used to get us and all my cousins around, and we used to do Bible study every Wednesday. Every Wednesday before my mama and my cousins used to get up and have drinks during the middle of the week, or sit on the porch and drink beer, or do on the weekend cookout, whatever. She included Bible study. We all sit around and all of us knew that word every Wednesday. Sure did. But he was in the kitchen and he was like, he mumbled something. I said, what you say? I said, now you trying me now. I said, now come on. I said, I don't want to do you like that. And I don't cuss. I don't try. I don't think that I cuss my son. I got him in here asking, do I cuss him? He do say, my son says that he feels like I'm mean. We're going to get into that. Don't y'all love how open I can be? So y'all can sit here and judge me and diagnose me or whatever. I'm going to give you some more to go off on. Hold on. So I told him, I said, you got to watch your mouth. I don't need you to say nothing back. It need to be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or either you know, If you're not sure about what I'm asking, or if you don't understand, you need to say that. But don't say nothing smart back, because I don't. One thing about me, I do not like no bad kids. As bad as I was, okay, I can't help that. That's the past. But I can't. I have little cousins and stuff that are bad, and I call them baby chaps and baby's kids because they is bad, and I don't like to watch bad kids. When I got pregnant with my son, I told my whole family, I said, when I have my son, I'm not watching y'all kids no more. You think that was a lie? Nope. They was like, you gonna need somebody to watch your son for you. Yeah. I had somebody to watch him. I had his grandma and my people. I ain't have no problem with having a babysitter with him. Them kids is demon kids. My little cousin stuff was bad, y'all. They still bad, and they done had kids, and they bad as hell too. But I love them. It's a difference between mannish and sexual. We knew how far to push the lip. That's right. That's right, Miss Ruth. So, so check this out. Uh, so my son, he does this. I'm gonna try to do like a role play. I'll be like, during the school week, he don't like to get up early, so he'll go to sleep on time. But on the weekend, he like to keep that TV on. I cannot stand that. If I wake up the next day and see that TV on, I done told you 1,000 times cut that TV off. So guess what I do? I go in there and unplug it. I don't wake him up no more, tell him turn it off. I just go unplug it. Then I fuss at him in the morning. Okay? So when he see the trash, I got 2 trash cans in my kitchen. I shouldn't have to tell you to take the trash out if it's full. Take the trash out if it's full. And then if you be like, oh, I was about to do it. No, you wouldn't. Now, no, you wouldn't. Now, he usually, whatever I ask him to do, he do it. No questions asked. But don't be sitting here, always got to say something because I said something to you. That'll make me want to flip. But I feel like because I asked my son, and he might lie about it, but I be snooping. So it don't matter. And I always be telling him, I say, God know everything before you do it. He know what you're thinking. He know what you done did. He know everything. So you can't lie. I say he might lie to me, but God know the truth. And you better not lie. When I ask him questions, when I feel like his mood is off, or if I feel like he's sad when he probably not sad, I just be feeling like that. So I be like, you okay? You got something on your mind? You want to talk about it? I said, now don't be in here and have stuff on your mind and stuff like that, and some be worrying you, or you want to talk about something, you got to open your mouth. You got to talk about it, because it'll drive you crazy if you just, you know what I'm saying, holding stuff in, because that's what I had to do. Holding stuff in, then that's why I ended up being a toxic as adult. And we had dealing with toxic relationships. Holding stuff in and dealing with stuff. You got to talk, use a kid. That is what needs to be happening. Having conversations with your kid. And you know what I used to do? One thing we used to do when we was kids, we had to go outside and play. Let us be in all the grown-ups sitting around the living room. We come in there wanting to stand there and look and watch their mouth. They'll be like, bye, bye, go play, bye, get out my face. Ain't no kids in here. No, ain't no chaps in here, go play. Don't come here unless you hungry or somebody bleeding. I cannot stand no grown person being around no little kids being around no grown people in grown people business and in their mouth. We couldn't do it. So it don't look right to me. So I don't remember being able to sit down and have normal conversations and being expressive and saying, Mom, I don't like the fact that you and such and such fight. Because whether they fought or not, when my mom was with her friend guy or whatever, she never stopped loving me. She never stopped showing me no attention. We always did girly stuff together, baking together, cooking together. Yeah, my mama was very strict. She wanted her dishes washed. If wasn't no dishes washed, you finna get a whooping. So it was like, yeah, I got my life too, but I'm not ever gonna forget about you. And I think the moving out of town thing kind of made me feel some type of way because I wasn't used to that separation. But at the end of the day, it was like, well, was it my fault? Because I the one wanted to come back to Charlotte. So I don't know, whatever y'all take from that, whatever. But I always ask my son, like, is it something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Even like going back to school, I'm like, are you comfortable going back to school? Because I don't want him to get sick. When we was in here sick after Christmas, and I told y'all what happened to my baby, I really did not want him to go back to school. But I believe in prayer, and I try to pump him with vitamins, and that's why I be so on him about germs. Y'all believe it or not, I am a real germaphobe. When I go to the gas pump, you can ask my son right now. If I got a plastic bag in my car, or a a napkin, I'm putting something around the gas pump. I'm not touching that handle, and I'm not touching the knob. When I touch the knob, when I put my napkin on there, I grab the nozzle, and I use whatever, I use 89, and I touch it with the gas pump. I don't touch, when I go to the stove, using my sleeve to open the door, I'm scared of germs. You don't know what people do when they leave their house. They could be just digging in their butt, pulling up to the gas, they digging all in their butt. All in the butt, done touch everything. Oh, Lord. Now you got doo-doo on your hands. That's how I be thinking. Working at the hospital got me thinking like that. Going in there, cleaning them rooms where people got MRSA and C. diff and stuff like that. Why wouldn't he want that? I'm not sure. All my nurses, all my hospital folks on here, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know y'all be paranoid like that too. When you leave work, you want to take your shoes off and don't wear your work clothes in the house. You be feeling so dirty when you get out of the hospital. Oh, you be feeling dirty. Hey, I'm dead serious though. So listen, I just be on him about stuff. So that's why I be on him about washing his clothes and washing his hands and stuff, and about his bathroom. So tomorrow is gonna be cleanup day for us because we're gonna be back in the gym, and I be trying to. Oh, back to what I was saying. I think it's very important for us to be engaged with the kids on some serious stuff. Because to be honest, when I was going through those toxic relationships, I was very engaged with my son, and I was checking in with him, even though my face oily, even though I did have to send him to live with his dad and his grandma for 3 years, there was a disconnection there because I wasn't around him every day. Let's be honest. So me asking him how he felt or was he okay, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the truth, or he was just saying okay just because he probably didn't know no better. But a child is never going to be comfortable being away from their mama. I know that for a fact. I was never comfortable being away from my mama. And I was uncomfortable when my son had to go live with his daddy for 3 years, even though I got him throughout the week and every weekend. It was rough on me. But see, I was out here struggling to get back on my feet, homeless. I wasn't finna be homeless with him. I'd rather let him go be with his daddy and be good and taken care of. Hello. Than out here with me while I'm out here struggling and struggling trying to be in a relationship and struggling to live and survive. Just lost. Lost. Whole 2016 all the way to 2018. Out here struggling. Stupid. This was recent. And I could have been back on my feet. But I was too busy trying to find comfort in what I was doing. And was not trying to be as confident to my baby as I was supposed to be in. Because I already felt like he had all of that already. And then it was another side of me that I can't be around my baby like this. When I was feeling down, my depression kicked in because I was sad about my situation when I really could have did something about my situation. But I was so stuck and blind and stupid and comfortable. And I just wanted to sit there because that's what I felt was right at the time. All the time it was hurting me. And then people used to, you know what I'm saying? I should have knew then when I was with, dealing with a specific person. And when I go get my baby, I gave him all my time. Let's go do something. Let's go buy something. Let's go do. And you sitting here looking sideways at me. What you think I'm supposed to have you up in my butt? No, we spending time. We bonding. I deal with you later. Like, I don't know, y'all. It's so much I could talk about, but that could be another story time. But there was a disconnection. But so far, do y'all notice that that's a cycle, right? It's a cycle. All these disconnections. So by us being adults and being able to look back And we should be willing to fix and not recreate the same things with our babies. Y'all, I'm obsessed with my son. Not in a weird way. Let's get that together. We literally can talk. We talk about school. We talk about gun violence. I sit down and say, "What you gonna do if somebody was at your school? Is a school shooting? God forbid, and people. What would you do, son?" I said, I keep I track his phone. We share. If you got an iPhone, I think it's on Android too. You can share your location. I watch his location. I don't give a damn if he at school. I need to see if he's still at the building. He's still in that area. Because if it's so, he up across town. He supposed to be at that schoolhouse. I know damn well somebody finna, you know, and I be trying to keep up with who you be talking to on the phone, what you be doing, what y'all talking about, eavesdropping. Got to. I need to know what's going on with you. I want you to know that I'm present. I want you to know that I care. And another reason why I'm so passionate and so in love with my son, because his heart is he like a gentle giant. He's an Aries. Very headstrong. They think they know everything, man. My mama Aries too, man. Why y'all think y'all be knowing everything? And y'all Leos. Y'all don't be knowing everything. Get on my nerve. But he has a soft tone. If you hear him talk, he talk real soft. Very calm. And he act like his dad on that part. But speaking of that, his daddy is not doing the right thing right now. He's been absent. It's going to be the 3rd year. And I don't like that. Because him and his dad's like this. So that makes me mad. Because who won't want to be in a child's life that has that much intelligence and enthusiasm, dedication? He has a plan B, y'all. My son got a whole plan B in his phone, in his notes of what he can fall back on and choose to do if football and baseball or basketball does not work out for him. I didn't even know he had this damn list. That's because we done said and talked about this stuff. I can come on here and act foolish all I want to. Act like I ain't got no damn mind. But I definitely got one. Just know that. For the ones who don't, go find you one, by the way. So, even down to things that when it comes time to wash clothes, my baby would go wash 3 loads of clothes by himself. I'd show him how to work that machine. I'd show him how to separate them clothes and tell him what to do. If I could just get him to start cooking his own food like he washed clothes. Because I was 13, I was 12 years old hauling 4 loads of clothes. Me and my little brother washing clothes for the whole house. Imagine going to wash clothes for 4 people in the household. Had to do it. Kitchen, let them dishes not be washed right. Oh, you got to do them over. And don't say nothing, don't mumble. You blowing? You blowing? I'm blowing that lip. What? Yeah, I got beat. We got beat. I remember I beat my cousin up one time, and I used to fight. Oh, I used to fight so bad. I just thank the Lord. Because I was hell. I used to be hell. Because I just had a mean spirit in me all the time. But when I got broke down, y'all, I got broke down hard. And I just didn't want to do that no more. I said, I don't want to, I believe in breaking generational curses, right? We all try to run from it, and we don't like to talk about generational curses. They there. They there. If it ain't you doing it, it's somebody in your family that's doing something that the last family member was doing or somebody doing. Whether it's incest or drug use, just not never making nothing out of life. Somebody in family, it's a cycle. A couple cousins, a couple aunts, a couple grandmas, they done did it too. It ain't just my family. My son is the only thing that I have. I feel like he's my guardian angel. Because days that I, was feeling real down, I said, Lord, only thing keeping me here is my baby. Because I wanted to give up so many times, but I said, I can't let him down. Who he got? who he gonna have? Why would I do that to him and hurt him like that? And you know, I can't do that. And he admires me. He's just so, he has my, he has willpower like me. Like we're a fight. We have a lot of fight in us. And it's just amazing to see that he doesn't act like me at all. We like the same foods, but he more calm. Like when I be in traffic finna go off on people, he be like, just calm down. And I be like, okay, you right. Lord forgive me, because I be ready to throw something out the car at somebody. He's like, I was like, God put you, he gave me you for a reason. Even when I was going through my little stuff, trying to get back on my feet a couple years ago, he always kept it in the back of my mind. Hey, you got to do something. You got to do something because he waiting on you. I promise y'all not. I'm not lying. His grandma got sick. And he was still staying with her when she got sick. But I kept trying to tell him, come on, because I had got my place. He wanted to stay over there because he did not want to leave his friends on that side of town. My son did not know his grandma had passed away when she went back to the hospital that last time. And I found out, and I know how close they was. And I just called him, and I was shaking. I had to drive across town. I was going 100, hitting it. And I was calling him. I said, son, let's just go eat breakfast and have a conversation. And he was like, okay. And I finally told him when we left the Waffle House what happened to his grandma. And he looked at me like I was lying. He looked at me like it was a prank. Never in my life saw my son look at me the way he looked at me. It was like all his energy left his soul. Because when I say his grandma was a lifesaver for me and helped me raise him, I miss her to this day. And she was an Aquarius just like me. Her birthday was February 2nd. She was a skinny, little vibrant lady, 6 foot, I think she was about 6'1". And he has her same skin complexion. And that is so special to me. You know why? Because me and his dad is the same complexion. I think his dad might be a shade lighter than me. But his grandma is very dark. And if she didn't leave him with nothing else, she left him with her skin complexion. Like, you got your daddy attitude. You got your mama mouth. Well, here goes something for me. And she was just a lifesaver. I mean, and I feel like she is an angel because she really knew me. She was like a second mom to me. She knew when I had an attitude. She knew when I was finna call her fussing about something. And she was like, I'm finna tell you this. And I don't care if you get mad. And I know you probably over there rolling your eyes with your lip poked out. But this is what it is. And I could never argue with that. And that was his, between her, she, God rest her soul. But when she did pass, I had just got my place. It was like she was holding on for me to get my place for I can get my baby. Even though I had been told him to come on, but she passed 2 weeks after I moved. Ain't that crazy? That is so crazy to me. It's like I did not want my baby to be with me, living in hotel rooms, sleeping in my car. Some nights I couldn't make it and still was getting up going to work. Didn't nobody know my problems. I went to that call center job and was working like it wasn't nothing. Long as I knew I bathed and eating and go nowhere stinking and funky, I always been a hustler. I damn sure did want my son to be over there living comfortable and not in no hotels with me and living in no car struggling when he could have been safe and sound where he was at. And so I feel like that's lost time that we had, even though we was steady, we was still seeing each other, and I still made time. I just feel like it wasn't like it is now, and you know, it's just sad that during that time, it's like after his grandma passed, his daddy just stopped caring, and that makes me frustrated because I had that experience with the separation of the parent. See, I didn't have, I didn't, I didn't have my daddy to call. My daddy wasn't around. He had his daddy call. He used to having two parents in his life. So here you go, disappearing. I guess because you're depressed. But what be killing me is, even though you going through that about your mama, this the only child you got in this world until your newborn come. You know him from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. You know his emotions. You know when he's sad. This a replica of you. How do you find time in your heart to not even call and check on him and see how he doing mentally? Even though you going through your own, it don't matter. It don't matter. See, that when you leave people to fend for themselves, when you don't care, you pull away, you be too busy. And then you go up acting, wondering why they be feeling some type of way or disown you and don't pay you no mind or feel some type of disrespect to you, some type of hate because they feel like, well, you ain't care about me. Am I making sense, y'all? Parenting for me, it be feeling hard because I be really wanting to cut up and be taking people to court and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that because don't not tell my baby you're going to do something for him. Promise you're going to do something for him. Send him messages and updates about what you're going to do for him. And here we are weeks later with nothing. No explanation, no item, no nothing. What the hell what's going on? I could never want to be disconnected from my son ever again. From this day forward, I want to know everything. We talk about everything. I'm trying to take him to teach him how to drive. I just got done paying my car off. I told him I'm finna get my truck this year. No, he told me, he said, I want to work and I want to save to get my own car. He ready to work right now. Guess who got to do it? Me. It's all on me. And that's totally fine. Because when he make it, I said, baby, all I want you to do is please invest your money and do not trust a soul. I said, when you get your big house, let me be the maid. Let me and your grandma or me and people I trust and know come clean your house. Don't hide and deal with outside folks. Because you can't trust and rely on nobody. Don't look for love in certain people. Ask God to give you everybody you need. Tell him to show you. If you feel like somebody ain't right for you, you got to ask him to send you people and guide you. Lord, show me what you want me to see. It took me a whole lot of praying because he know I be seeing it now. Damn sure, dude. To be able to have the right mind to get up and put my own feelings and my anxiety and depression behind, to get up and put a smile on my face and go about my day and come in and clock in, even though I be sitting right here, don't even got to leave my door to work, to bust my tail to get this money. So he can have the shit that his damn daddy lied and said he supposed to get. So he know he got to come from somewhere. He's going to get it. If I had to bust my butt to do it. Show them that they love and show them that you care. Don't abandon them. And I be knowing my baby be feeling some type of way, or if he's sad, if his mood changes stuff. I ain't played basketball since I was in elementary school. My big behind be out there on the court shooting the ball with him for cardio, for exercising, and we have fun. He likes when I do that with him. It's engaging. He be out there laughing at me while I be trying to shoot. Now I'm silly. I'm really goofy in real life. I be out there making fun of myself, laughing. I always make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? I love to see that smile because that's happiness. We share the same thing. Me and him both goofy. We both like to laugh at the same things. We both like the same movie. I try to listen to the artists he like to share with me. I try to put him onto some old stuff. Like we was listening to the car the other day. That old Justin Timberlake and T.I. song came on. What is called? That Justin Timberlake and T.I. song. No, that's Cry Me a River. What's that song? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But he was like, oh, what was the name of that song? He likes to listen to that stuff. And we have a bond that will never be broken. I always try to ask him how he feeling. Even sometimes if I forget, I ask him the next day, how you feeling? What's on your mind? You got something on your mind? Let's talk about that. Don't ever not be pleased. Just like about this divorce stuff. I'll be complaining and fussing. And I said, even though that we are going to get divorced because he know my wife grew up with him, that don't mean y'all still ain't gonna be able to cheat, because she's not gonna go away. She's still gonna be there and all this and that. I said, do you understand why I want to get divorced? Because I don't feel like now. I feel kind of bad because he's saying he don't know about getting married, so I don't want to implement, or put that in his head that marriage ain't good. But it wasn't for me. He said that, I told him, I said, whoever his little friend girl he talked to now, I feel like she ghetto, but I don't know that little girl. I'm just going off what I see. Um, but my son told me something that made me feel good. He was like, it was a couple weeks ago when he started gym class, and he was like, I met this new girl today, and he was like, she seemed cool. He was like, I like her because she actually remind me of you. I was like, what you mean by that? I said, she must have been crazy or goofy or loud or something. He was like, well, not really, but she just seemed real. I was like, period. But I just wanted to just tap in on this because I just feel like sometimes we can and cannot control what kids do. Um, I feel like, let's talk about him saying that I'm strict. So I was talking about, talking about his dad or comparing something I was talking about. He was like, yeah, me and my dad. See, his dad, he decided they can go listen to rap music and do crazy stuff. But I don't, I mean, I'm strict. Like, just right now, if I go take this phone around there and show y'all his room door, since he don't like to get up and I have to keep setting my alarm because he don't want to set his own alarm for him to get up for school, you can't shut your door. What you shutting your door for? Open the door. And if I see you trying to shut it, I'm going to take the door off the hinges. I will take the door off the hinges and prop it up against the wall. Yeah. Because first of all, you got privilege of closing your door or cracking it because we ain't shutting no door. I let you crack your door. But since you don't want to be responsible for yourself to get up and go to school or set your alarm, you can't open. He lost the privilege. You can't shut your door. You're not shutting your door. He was like, you the strict parent, but my dad's the fun parent. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. But that strictness gonna get you. I'm trying to build some structure, build your backbone. I'm trying to get you prepared for this world. Being strict to keep you from being in these types of relationships I went in. That's why I want to be strict on your behind. For you won't be no sucker. For you won't fall victim to nothing out here. You gonna have to be strong. You my only one too. You got to be built for it tough. I'm trying to build you. I'm trying to build you. And I think he understand that. You know? And when we be in the gym, y'all should see him. I'm recording. We going to the gym tomorrow night, y'all. And I'm gonna try to make a little snippet of how he's so dedicated when he be in that gym, child. He be going crazy on the little machines and stuff. And he motivate me, and he be trying to get me to do little squats and different little exercises. And I like that. He motivate me. Motivate each other. I said when I was fussing at him, did y'all know I told y'all his grades went all the way down when his grandma passed. I couldn't even be mad at him. But he turned that all around. Honey, I ain't seen number A's and B's, and I love that. And I said, and now when he come, he tell me, I made this on my, hey, everybody who coming in. I'm sorry, y'all. And he be telling me what grade he made. I said, don't it feel good? That you put your effort in, and that is the result. I said, you have to keep doing it every time. And when you get stuck, don't be scared to open your mouth, ask questions. No child left behind. We got to ask those questions. Man, I don't know about other people. And I can't say how it is for somebody to raise more than one child because I've never had to do that. From what I see, I have a cousin who got 2 and 3 kids, and she says it'd be hard. She be needing a break sometimes, but I know that she be hands on with them, and she be all up in her kids' business. So this I said it to say this. It's not a problem with always being in your kids' business. It's a good thing to always be in their business. You might be saving their life. We can't do. I'm the type. I don't like for my son to go out nowhere. I'm not. We're not doing no parties. Definitely not doing that. I must be going too. Or y'all must be having it here. Because no, I don't trust you. I don't trust none of y'all. Because I used to do stuff at parties. That's how I ended up pregnant. Hello. Messy being fast. But at least I grew up with my baby daddy. He wasn't just no random person, honey. We were friends since we was toddlers. But I don't trust no child. Sorry. Don't trust you. Because you're going to do stuff. Especially if you're out now, teenage, and everybody got boobs and butts poking out, butt bigger than mine. I want to meet parents. Let me talk to their parents. Let me see what their parents like. Let me see if they got a little piece of brain. Because they ain't got no piece of brain, then I don't know what to tell you. I ain't dealing with that. And I don't discriminate. I said, and I told him, I said, whatever wife you get, please make sure that she has her own something. Where she does not have to rely on you, and y'all can meet each other halfway. Or even if you have to be the sole provider. And don't have no dumb wife. Have somebody that got a brain who can do and think for themselves. Don't and I don't care what kind of past she had. Pay attention to her. Pay attention to everything in your house. You supposed to be able to pay attention to if you know a table or a seat cushion ain't right. Everything need to be paid attention to. It might sound crazy to y'all, but it makes sense to me. Be aware of everything. Time everybody. Where everybody supposed to be at. Learn people's moods. Learn people's minds. But if you never was exposed to this stuff and you don't know about it, then it's kind of hard for you to teach that. Because I can't say that the separation that I had with my mom was going to make me turn out to be some type of bad parent or something. I fell in love with my son before I even had him. Like, but I also understood, even though he was my first child, I did not want him to be spoiled. Now, his grandma did spoil him before she passed. Honey, she used to call me and tell me he want pizza for breakfast, that's what he gonna get. He want this and that, that's what he gonna get. She spoiled the heck out of my baby. And I could never argue with her. But I didn't. I put him down whenever he fell asleep. I did not hold him and rock him like that. Only when it was time to play, time to bathe. Because I did not want no spoiled baby. Because I knew I had to work. I already was thinking about the future when I was young. I had him when I was 17 years old. Yeah, be watching everything. Everything you watch and stuff. Like, yeah, I need to check that. Going on the app, if I'm blocking sites, if I need to block some, if I see something that I don't like, all of that. I know you're going to explore. I expect that now. But no, be in tune and be on top of stuff. I don't care how tired you is from running a business, how busy you is. If you can be in tune with a man and be sweating a man balls and up his butt all the day, you can sweat them kids, sweat their mind, sweat their heart, sweat their feelings. Show them that they special. Give them some time. I ain't say kiss your kid ass. Show them that you're there. Let them know that you see them. Acknowledge them. Do y'all, you feel what I'm saying? So your parenting can be hard. It can be very hard. And it can be easy for some people. Ain't no damn guidebook or rule book on this. It's either what you see or what you accustomed to. How many of y'all be like, well, my mom used to do this to me, or such and such used to do this to me, so I do it I do it too. I used to whoop my son when he was younger, when he used to pee the bed all the time. I'm so glad he grew out of that. Golly. I had to watch every day almost. But he was just funny, goofy, like to dance. And it's like, I know he gonna make it because he already focused on his future. He got plans. He really do have plans. We love talking about scientists. We love finding out new facts and just learning stuff and not having conversations about stuff. Whenever you get in the car and he too quiet for me, I'm like, what's on your mind? What you think about? Because I be wanting to know. If somebody done made you mad, somebody bothered you at that schoolhouse, you better tell me. Just like today, he came here and talked about it's a teacher He just got one of his classes switched, and everybody said that one teacher um, is being mean. They be complaining. I said, what would she say to you? He was like, nothing. But I'm just saying, a lot of people say that they don't like her, they switch out her class. I said, I wish you would. Just text me from your phone and tell me what that lady did to you. I said, what color is she? She said, she black. I said, well, I wouldn't care if she was white or black. Let her say something to you and make you feel some other way. I said, I'm going to go right through the door. I'm going to find the classroom. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm telling them, y'all better come on, follow me. Because y'all want y'all to see for when nobody say I did nothing, for everybody can witness. Because I need to know what happened and who the hell she thinks she talking to. Because you damn sure not going to disrespect my child. I don't play that about my child. Mm-mm. I don't want to talk to the principal. I want to talk to you. You the one he dealt with, right? You the one that had something to say. You the one felt this way. Let's have a conversation. And I know how to talk to people. I know how to act. But I ain't talking to the front desk lady, and I ain't talking to the safety attendant outside. I want to go talk to Miss whatever her name is, because that's the one started the problem. Now, he already done warned me ahead of time, said everybody in that class be complaining about that lady. I can't say that it's her. It might be the kids. But we going to see. We going to see. Hear me. We going to see. That lady, if she know what I know, she better act like she know. And see, it be them old, it be the seasoned teachers. They be setting their ways. And, you know, some people, when they leave their schoolhouse or when they go home, they don't be having no life in real life, some people. So they feel like, let me go here and be bothered with these people. And then it's crazy how I feel like they're not even learning everything they're supposed to learn in school. Everything has got to be on the Chromebooks. Get the chalkboard, write out some problems like we used to do. I don't know. My son making his good grades. I guess somebody doing something right. I can't tell them people how to teach. But overall, you guys, I just feel like, you know, sometimes kids gonna do what they want to do, what they done seen or heard. People learn from each other. When we was raised up as a baby, we watched people, right? So when our mama or parent or whoever raised us, we watched what they did, right? We watched them. We learned how to crawl and walk, because crawling, we wanted to move around. So we moved. Then we started walking. If you notice a baby or a toddler who walk and they want something, or they want to follow somebody, they go behind them because they see the direction somebody going. So they going too. They want to go where that person at, right? And for kids sitting there and watching cartoons, they stuck there watching something. Just like these kids that when that Baby Shark was going on, honey, everybody in the world was singing Baby Shark. These kids was rocking and singing Baby Shark. They got accustomed to they was watching it, so they start remembering, start doing what they see. Now, all I'm saying is sometimes you can't help what people do. Sometimes you can. It just depends. You can never say. But everything has a source. Everything got a source. No matter if it came from a person or something on TV or a book. It's a source to something. It was learned or taught from something. Me wanting to be a good mom, I think I'm pretty damn decent. I do say it. I'll give myself a pat on the back. For me to stop, from being in those toxic relationships and having those real anger problems, I don't even go there no more. Like, I don't even like to yell. Well, I don't. I don't like to yell because it trigger you to want to go further, because normally I'd be like, okay, since I'm already riled up, let me just go ahead and let me fulfill it. Since I'm here now. And to be able to control yourself and just want to when you finally hit rock bottom and you never had peace, and it take you to break down and get broken down till you finally got a taste of peace and seen what it felt like. Who don't want that? You want that for your child. You want that for your child. For real, for real. One thing I never was comfortable with, and one thing my mama never did have, was a house full of people. It was family. It was always family kickbacks, and the kids had to be outside or upstairs. Unless everybody went to dancing, we all come down there dancing because they about drunk now. They like, hey, come on, do that little dance. Y'all know. But ain't no rule book to parenting, man. I'll be learning every day. I learn different stuff every day. I know that I am very involved and I'm very nosy. And I'm strict for a reason because I want him to be somebody. Um, if I was too strict, I'm pretty sure he would tell me. Um, I just want him to be a fighter. I want him to be army strong. This world is tough, y'all. Y'all is sitting here as adults like me, even older than me. Y'all know what it's hitting for out here in these streets. You working, you trying to build that 401k up, trying to make sure all your bills is paid, trying to make it. Paycheck to paycheck, some people they ain't. Some people got it made. You know, I don't want it to be so hard for him. I can't even say after all my, raising, once he go out in the world and start experiencing certain stuff, I don't want him to leave home when he's 18. I want him to be together. When you get your job and save your money till you're ready, when you get your credit built up, wait, don't go rushing. Because that way when you go, you ain't got to come back. You can be out here doing good as a young man. Because I'm going to stay on you about your finances. What your bank account looking like? Did you budget out what you need for the food? I'm already going to look out. Got to know that. Like, instill it now. Even if it's sitting, read, talk about watching movies together, having movie nights, or going to the store. Sometimes, kids, they want to sit and play the game. I'll be like, come on, go to the store. Me and you got the house. You don't care if you don't want to or not. Do something. Talk about something together. And it shouldn't have to be forced. A natural bond should never have to be forced. I can't force that. I go in my son's room. He had the door open. He be all on the phone or on his game. I come there. What you doing? Da da da. Being aggravated. Or he'll come in my room and he be knowing I'm working. He'll come here and be like, he'll start talking, telling me stories or whatever happened at school. I'd be like, well, I took out such and such for you to cook, or what we gonna eat, or whatever. Like, be engaging. You just want to be engaging. And sometimes we can't help what happened in life. Sometimes there's gonna be separations and stuff. But try to fix it if you can, and try to fix closing gaps. I'm just saying. I don't know if nobody else can understand what I'm saying. Please, y'all, make sure y'all hit this like button if y'all would. I would very much appreciate it. And I feel like I left out some stuff. Y'all know I'll be jumping all over the place, but I guess I made my point, or I just wanted to chime in on parenting overall, because it can be hard, but for some it's easy. Um, Kids, their well-being need to be the number one priority, though. Um, and just don't never feel like you overprotective of your kids. Don't ever feel like that. And if you know people that's weird and people that's known for doing weird stuff, like family members and stuff, don't have them around your babies. I'm just saying, don't have them around your babies. I wanted to tell y'all about my memberships, y'all. So while we on here, okay. So I finally got some badges and my little stickers and stuff. So this is what I did. I wanted to tell y'all, take the time out to explain how I want to do it, because I want to have some fun with my stuff. Okay, so you got 3 stages of badges. First stage is for the $2.99. Oh, let me look at it right now while I'm on my computer, so I won't have to be guessing. And that is called True Vibes. So that's for True Vibes membership, which is the smaller package, the smallest one. Okay. Ooh, I like what I see. Okay, hold on. Let me get to it, y'all, because I want to talk about some stuff. Okay. So with True Vibes, I'm coming, y'all. Okay. True Vibes is the first one, which is for $2.99. It's a loyalty badge. So with that comes with member only live chats. So I could just set stuff to members only, where it could just be members. Priority reply to comments, okay? And member only polls. So if I want y'all opinion, or if y'all to vote on something, like say for instance, should I do a cooking video, or what my next um, topic should be, only the members or certain select people can see that, okay? Second one is for $6.99. That one is called Saints and Sinners, because we either on here, we either saints or sinners on here. Hello, somebody. That one is for $6.99. And that one, you have early access to new videos, member shout outs, photos, and status updates. Because I am going to start posting some weekly pics of what I put on, or what I wear, look of the day, or outfit of the day, stuff like that. Like, I really want to show, because I be looking jazzy in these streets, but we'll talk about that. Exclusive members only videos. So let's say if I was to do this video right here, and I uploaded another video that was totally different, only my members could see that video, right? And members only live streams. So if I were to go on here and do a live stream and bring somebody on and have it just put members only where nobody else could see, I think that's dope. So that one is called Saints and Sinners. That one is $6.99. And this one is the Majestic Vibes. This is the last one. This is the third one. Now, Majestic Vibes is for $24.99. And this one is where we connect with social media accounts, and which would probably be my personal real social media account, because I feel like, why not? I ain't got nothing to hide. Exclusive conversations and member only chat rooms. So let's talk about that. So the exclusive conversations, that is definitely something I want to take advantage of. I want to do all of that. I want to make a topic on bedroom conversations. I want to make a topic on what people can do, and or you like share certain stuff with me that could spice up a marriage. Half of y'all probably married, or got men y'all been with for 20 years. Y'all ain't never get married. I'm younger. It's probably some of y'all are old seasoned people on here that be being freaky, huh? I know it. And I'm a open person, and I am I'm very blessed. Got to be careful with my words, and I like to have fun. No, I ain't talking about no threesomes and stuff. But I have a lot of things that I would like to share and talk about. Different things like personal, massage techniques, different things in regards to women, and different stuff. Like, we can dig into some stuff and get real personal. I'm talking about serious stuff that people be ashamed to talk about. I feel like we should, touch on that. Let's, do a toy video. I can do a live while I talk about, present you with different stuff. You don't have to be a gay woman and use a toy on another woman. That could just be for additional stuff to spice up the bedroom with. Different little drinking games and all kind of stuff. But I ain't gonna give it all away. And that one-on-one conversations with me, if you want to come on here and we could shoot it up about stuff. And the members only chat rooms, that is one that I really like. If, say for instance, if everybody logged off and only members want to stay on and talk about specific things, that is cool. I'm down for all of that. So, but I just want to add extra stuff to mine, like just go all out, because I feel like if somebody invests in their time and money, I want to make it worth your while. And it'll be totally different from what you see on here, because I'm going to treat you like we cousins, and we're going to kick it. So I just wanted to let y'all know that is what is happening. I thank y'all for tuning in. And I see a few people have jumped off. I'm sorry I wasn't able to catch everybody's comments. You trying to be a saint, but these social media streets trying to bring the sin out of me. You better say it, RJ, ain't they? Thank you, K-Love. I thank you, J. James. Hey, Bridget. I think, 3Ds. I see you looking. What's happening? Everything I said was facts. Well, they were my facts. But it is what it is. I do feel like if certain things have happened within a household, a lot of times it just needed some things you gotta take it to your grave. To be on some real stuff. Some things you gotta take it to your grave. There's no need to embarrass or put a child or kids through something that they can't control. Especially if mentally they are not established enough to be aware of the things that they're doing, no matter what age they are. If their mental state is just they just can't catch on, or they don't feel like nothing they're doing is wrong, then you have to take time and be patient with them and show them and explain to them, yo, this ain't what we doing. This is what need to be done. Sometimes some kids you have to take a little more time with. You know what I'm saying? I have one of my little cousins. Oh my God. He used to chase my other cousins around the house with butcher knives and watch Chucky movies all night, talking about he gonna kill people. He used to try to catch the house on fire, and he liked whoopings. Every time my aunt used to whoop him, he used to laugh like he was horrible. And those type of kids, you got to. He might do stuff that he think is okay. He thought chasing them kids around the house with knives was cool, and then they try to dose him up with all this medicine, and they ain't do nothing but make him worse. It might just take a good baptism to get them all good, all together. Or it might take a man because there wasn't really no man around. Sometimes that man presence do make a difference. Now, I ain't saying, my son got his uncles and his dad whenever he act right. But his daddy brothers and them do, and his dad's side of the family do help him, and my uncles. But sometimes that manly voice do shake something. We all know that, though. But mothers, if we always doing it and we the ones that's doing everything, we the man and the woman. That's just what it is. A lot of people be saying, well, you can't teach a man how to be a man. What you mean? I disagree with that. I really do. Because it's like I can do, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? I feel like I can teach him how a man should behave. I might can't walk and talk like and think like one, but I can. You supposed to do this. Be your own man. Stand on your own ground. Take care of your family. If you have kids by somebody, as long as she ain't crazy and trying to kill you, stay with her and raise your children. You know. So yeah, I don't know. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm about to go to sleep, and y'all have a good night.